Good evening from the newsroom. The news for this Friday, the 8th of September. Several people in Seychelles have deepened their knowledge on the different types of diseases that affect the population. Diseases such as prostate cancer, kidney problems, and on difficulties for men who cannot have or maintain an erection. It was the Ministry of Local Government and Community Affairs, the Cancer Concern Association, in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, which organized the first part of the training sessions at the Takamaka Community Center recently. The main objective of the session was to raise awareness amongst the population about these diseases. The Seychelles Prisons Service celebrates Prisons Day today. We Engage is a theme for this year's celebration. It is the third consecutive year that the Seychelles prison authorities have organized such an event. During a ceremony this morning at the prison, the Commissioner of the Prison Services, Raymond Saint-Ange, thanked and congratulated all prison service workers in the country who are committed to their work and who have made many efforts to provide better services to their customers as well as to society. Mr. Saint-Ange said that the prison authorities will take necessary measures with workers and inmates not complying with the prison regulations. The Commissioner of Prison also presented to the two sons of a former superintendent of prison a painting of him by a prison inmate sentenced to life imprisonment. The Prison Service Day also coincides with the feast day of Saint Adrian, the patron saint of prison services. Around 30 teachers from the Personal and Social Education Section PSC within the Ministry of Education deepened their knowledge on the functions of the National Assembly as well as on the roles of the Government Assurance Committee within the Assembly, COGA. This session was held at the National Assembly during the day. The chairman of COGA, Sylvain Lemiel, who is also the MNE of Osroyal, says the session will bring several benefits to teachers. She affirms that such a session will allow teachers to give their students more knowledge about the functions of the National Assembly as well as the roles of COGA.
The session was good. It was very interactive, especially for us as expert teachers. We got to understand exactly what goes on in the National Assembly and also the different organs and arms of the government, and most importantly, the officers that handle matters here in the National Assembly. Yeah.
How would this session help you in class?
It will be able to help me because actually we have this one of the topics in our classes, that's the National Assembly, and we also talk about the different roles and arms of the government in order to enlighten our learners. So with coming here, having this interactive session, it will be able to help us, especially meet the expectations of our learners.
The Department of Tourism has unveiled its calendar of activities for this year's tourism festival to be held at the end of this month under the theme Bridging the Past and the Future. Most activities are recurrent events aimed at promoting the local culture and tradition, except for a few events in the likes of a digital tourism fair, which will be a public event. The second edition of the L'Hospitalité Lafayette et Cécile Service Excellence Award will conclude the 10-day celebrations on the 30th of September, where L'Hospitalité tourism clubs will be recognized for the first time. Activities are to take place on the main islands, that's Mahé, Pralin and La Digue, between the 23rd and 30th of September. The announcement was made by the Department of Tourism today during a press conference at the Botanical House. The Chargé d'Affaires of the United States of America, James Donegan, paid a farewell call on the Minister for Foreign Affairs and Tourism, Sylvestre Radegon. Minister Radegon congratulated Mr. Donegan on his successful mission in Seychelles and thanked him for his exceptional work in strengthening the friendly bilateral relations between Seychelles and the USA, including the opening of the Embassy of the USA in Victoria. The US Chargé d'Affaires has expressed his appreciation to the government and the Foreign Affairs Department for their work. The two diplomats also discussed ways to further consolidate relations in the various areas of interest, including expanding on the current areas of cooperation in maritime security, such as joint military exercise Cutlass Express and anti-corruption intelligence. Seychelles ambassador to France, Georges Thiron, has presented his credentials as the new permanent representative of Seychelles to UNESCO to its Director General Audrey Azoulay. The official ceremony took place in Paris at the UNESCO's headquarters in Fontenoy. Ambassador Thiron highlighted the importance that Seychelles attaches to the African Priority Programs 2022-2029, as well as questions related to the vulnerability of small islands developing states, particularly challenges linked to the environment and climate change. He also stressed on the importance of preserving the two World Heritage Sites of Al Dabra and Vallée de Mai, as well as protecting Seychelles' cultural heritage. President Wavell Ramkalawan this afternoon received a group of young dancers from the Heartbeat Studio. The 8 young girls, aged 14, participated in the World Dance Championship, which was held in Greece back in July. They have returned home with many successes, that is 50 gold, 11 silver and 3 bronze medals. Their most successful performance was in a group dance, where they won first prize for both Afrobeat and hip-hop.
It was very tough for me because there was like 50 dancers on the floor and we had to dance 3 times. The dance was long and it was very tough, but I was able to win the certificates. We helped each other a lot and we have been through a lot of competition together, and I'm very happy that I have them as my colleagues, sisters, family.
I'll be back at 8 with the news in Creole. Bye for now.